Good evening and welcome to the Suburbs on Sunday show. My name is Bonnie Jensen and I'll be your host for this evening. It's very cool to have you all here tonight. On the Suburbs on Sunday show, we aim to bring you up close and personal with the faces, the players and the people that make up the wonderful club that is Eastern Suburbs. We'll give you interviews, insight and we'll make it all interesting. And each week we welcome your feedback and input. First on the show tonight, we're going to look back over what our women's premier side have been up to during lockdown. During lockdown, our Lilywhites kept themselves busy. Who can forget the bin challenge that the under-11 girls team did a few weeks back? This week we have a new challenge set by Mikey P.
Eastern Suburbs AFC Coaching on Demand. For this week's challenge, I've got a juggling bonanza for you. Let's get into it.
If you want to give this challenge a go, send in your attempts to ondemand@esafc.org.nz or tag ESAFC on Instagram. This week on the show, we meet two of our younger Lilywhites, although they're both on the rise to one day play for our National League side. They are great players and they have great personalities both on and off the pitch. Already successful in their footballing careers, we look forward to meeting and learning a little bit more about these two. Welcome Arzan Todywalla and Jake Moosbally. Let me first introduce you to Arzan. When not playing football, he's probably demolishing a curry or he's with the boys. He's been part of our men's Premier and National Youth League side for the past 2 years. He also captained the National Youth League team in 2019. Welcome, Arzan.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Thanks for coming here tonight. Let me also introduce you to Jake. When not playing football, he's probably practicing his British and Irish accents. He's going into his third winter season for the Lilywhites. Jake was part of our men's Premier and National Youth League side in 2019. Even though he's called Jake, you may know him as Moose. So we welcome you here tonight, Moose. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Bonnie. It's good to be here.
It's great to have you here. So what have you guys been up to? What's your life in lockdown kind of look like? We'll start with you, Arzan.
Basically waiting for a message from Suns every Monday on what fitness, on what like runs and fitness stuff to do, just to like, maintain a good fitness standard. And then other than that, just been chilling out really. There's not much else like to do. So yeah, that's me.
Fair enough. And what's it look like for you, Moose?
Oh, well, similar with having to do the program, but I've had to do schoolwork, which is no fun because obviously still a high school student. And yeah, just been hanging out with family and trying to, get in touch with my family a bit more. So that's all good.
Good on you. So the National Youth League ended last year, but it's been a while. You're probably rearing to go back on the pitch. How much are you looking forward to this? And have you been up to much football apart from fitness, obviously?
You go, Moose.
Yeah, I've been trying to get out and kick a ball and stuff, and I've actually been doing, when I've gone to the Eastern Suburbs coaching on demand videos, I've been kicking a ball around with my brother because he's basically the only person I can do it with. Just, really, really keen to get back into it. Yeah, I haven't really missed football like this in a while. It reminds you of a time when you're sort of injured and you just can't do anything. It's the competition aspect that's the real big thing that you just want to get back into.
Yeah, kind of same in a way. Like the whole competition aspect, like you miss going out like with the boys, playing against like people people you don't know, but like yeah, all one goal, trying to get that trophy at the end. But yeah, definitely missing it a bit.
Yeah. Now we're going to warm up into this show tonight. So I'm going to say a few couple of things and you guys tell me what you'd prefer. We'll let Moose answer first, his call, and then Arzan, you can answer after him. Nike or Adidas?
Adidas.
Nike.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Summer.
Oh my goodness. Man City or Man United?
Ooh.
Both just as bad as each other. I'm going to have to go with Man City simply because I hate Man United.
That's terrible being a Liverpool supporter, but Man United.
It's got to be the worst question I've ever heard, eh?
Macca's or BK?
Ooh.
Probably Macca's.
Yeah, I think Macca's, unless it's a BK chicken.
You're both athletes, so surely you don't go there much.
Oh, absolutely not. I wasn't in the line at 5 a.m. when it opened. Nah.
I haven't had Macca's in a good 3 months, so.
All right, Kylie Jenner or Selena Gomez?
Ooh.
I'll say Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, I'll go with the same. Kylie Jenner.
Fair enough. V or Red Bull?
Red Bull.
I'm more of a V kind of guy.
Oh, yeah. And lastly,
man likes his monsters before training.
Yeah.
pre-game snack. And lastly, Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation. It's for the players. Come on.
Yeah. Be silly to go otherwise.
Good one. All right. So, guys, there's no more youth league this year. Obviously, they've changed that whole format. So what does this mean for you guys? What are your kind of goals for this year? Are there any particular teams you're trying to make, or what's your plan? We'll start with you, Arzan.
So first off, like definitely work my way into that men's team again and get some good game time, hopefully. And then it would be National League as well, but I'm going to be going to the States in August to go to college over there at St. Mary's, which is in California. So then, yeah, but who knows when I come back as well. Like I come back in December, early December sometime. I may start, training with them and seeing how that goes as well. But yeah.
Oh, wow. Big things in the works. That's awesome. And how about for you, Moose? What are your plans?
Yeah, similar kind of aspirations. So obviously we've been doing the Winter League training with the men's team before it got cut off because we went into ISO. So I'm just trying to, when we get back, trying to get into that. And then by the end of the year, when summer football comes around again, hopefully try and train with the National League guys. And I did that sometimes last year when they called and they needed some extra people to come along. So that'd be good to try and do that again.
Cool. Now, Moose, I want to know, you were lucky enough to be coached by the one and only Michael Bild. he is pretty famous around Eastern Suburbs. But I want to know, what was he like as a coach for you at school, and how did he bring the best out of you as a player?
Be careful, Moose.
Yeah, no, this is an interesting answer, this one. I think what he does really well is his man management to sort of, for me, was quite good, because I had to obviously play for Suburbs and school, and it was trying to like get a good balance between it. And so there would be like days where I'd have, say, 2 trainings lined up, and he would have to, make sure that I only did one. And it was just like finding a good balance between playing school and then playing club. And I think just throughout the year, the way he made us work so hard, it obviously came through, because, we won the nationals, and then, I beat Arzan in the final of the knockout cup. So, he loved that one. Took us a while to get going, but definitely I think, he makes us work really hard, and his man management's very, very good.
If only you could have done the treble.
Yeah. Hey, well, I was going to say there's always this year, but that's gone too, isn't it? So.
Yeah. So school football's done, is it?
The nationals got cancelled at the end of the year, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
So.
And it was your school side, wasn't it, that was gunning for the triple win?
Yeah. It would have been our 3rd year in a row taking out that one. St. Ken's won't ever know what that's like, Arzan?
Well, I didn't even know what nationals were like last year after the first game.
Now for you, Arzan, you captained our youth league side last year. What did this kind of mean for you, and what was that role like?
It was actually pretty cool. It felt like no different really, apart from like having the armband, because it was basically the same thing. You go out with the boys, do the job, and then go back out, hopefully get a win. That we did sometimes.
What were some of his wise words that he would say to the boys before a match? Moose, do you remember?
Yeah, score goals and don't concede any.
Nice work. Now, if you both had a crystal ball, where do you kind of hope to see yourself in the next couple of years, football-wise, or other aspirations you might have? Moose, you first.
If, the plan at the moment is just to sort of stay in Auckland, so try and crack the National League team as early as I can, from the youngest age possible, and then just play in that, and see where it takes me. If I'm not planning on going anywhere anytime soon, so unless offers coming from like a very good professional club, then I'll be trying to play for the Lily Whites.
Good on you. And for you, Arzan, obviously you're headed overseas, but what would you like to achieve over there? Or
basically just like improve myself when I'm over there, and like those 4 years are pretty good to like self-develop and stuff like that. So hopefully at the end of all of that, I can get like some sort of either like training or some involvement with like an MLS team, because colleges and stuff like that are quite close to like major league teams over there. So hopefully something like that.
You were also, Arzan, pretty good at the old futsal, but I believe you don't actually play this as much anymore. Are you going to try to get into that over in the States, or?
I'm not too sure if it's that big in the States, but yeah, I definitely do miss it. It was good fun.
It's a pretty cool sport. Now, lastly, the last question of the serious questions, as I like to call it, I want to know, why do you guys ultimately play for Suburbs? Like, what is it that keeps you here being a Lily White? Arzan?
Professional environment.
I hear that answer a lot.
Yeah. But no, it's like, yeah, people say it a lot, but it's like a genuine thing that like Suburbs is quite professional and stuff like that. Because, yeah, like the trainings, the games, the whole setup and stuff like that. Even with Suns, how he's like sending us some programs to do throughout lockdown just shows like, like the club cares about their players. That's another big thing as well.
Cool. And what about for you, Moose?
It was just like, obviously the professionalism's good. The challenge that they offered me was what drew me in, because when I was like 15, I was just playing 15th grade football, and we were winning every week, which is great, but it was not like challenging enough. And then I had friends at school like Campbell, who was playing first team when he was like 15, 16, and even, you know, came on for the National League. And so, you know, they said, you know, come to Suburbs, you know, we'll try and get you to play men's football. We'll get you ready for that as early as you can. And I think Danny Hay was like a real big sort of influence on me to come over here, and I trusted, you know, him, and then also Kane. You know, they've been working with me since I was 12 for Sacred Heart, and so I thought, yeah, it's time for me to sort of take my football forwards and stop myself from not, you know, from essentially stopping and not developing anymore. And so yeah, I thought, yeah, I'm ready to move. I want to go there, and everything that they said they were going to offer, they did, and it just sounded like it fit for me. So yeah.
Now we're going to move over to some fan questions. We'll just relax a bit. We had quite a few questions come in, actually. The first one was from Aryan, your fellow team member.
The brother Raj.
Of the Youth League side. He asked what it was like being co-captains of the National Youth League team last year.
Gee, I didn't even know that, but
He's just making this up then.
He's trying to cause some.
If I was, then, you know, yeah, sure, it was great, but you have to ask Wani about that one.
Nice one, Arian.
Shot, brother.
All right, the second question was from Emma Stevens. Not sure if you know her, but she asked, back in the day, who got the most free cheeseburgers? I'm guessing she means from like the McDonald's player of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, to be fair,
that's a great question to ask.
To be fair, when I was at Fencibles, I never got that. I only got it like once, and I was like, I was always like to my mum, I was like, why am I never getting these things?
Oh.
And then she was like, it's all right, I'll buy you a sausage. And I was like, great.
Great. Fair enough. Do you remember those certificates, Moose?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I found about, 20 odd expired ones about 3-4 years ago. One day, just like sitting in a sort of container in our garage, along with a bunch of other old football stuff from when we were kids. It was just really funny, like seeing the expiration dates
funny
on them. So
yeah, I remember when I played junior football, that was just the highlight of going there. Absolute highlight. All right, we're going to move on to the quickfire quiz, which you may or may not have seen. Very prestigious game we play. We've got a ladder system. I believe Stephen Hoyle and Rebecca Van Dort might be at the top of the list.
Yeah, hey, the Bold Horse and RVD Nation are in trouble here. I'm getting more than 4 points.
So you know the dealio. So you need to come up with a buzzer noise. Might be a clap or like or something like that, and then I'm gonna ask you the question, and I'll let the person answer, whoever is the first one to make the buzzer noise. Sound good?
Okay. Yeah.
What's your buzzer noise, Arzan?
I'll just go ant. Oh,
okay.
No, I'll clap. That'll sound so bad.
What's yours, Moose?
I'll get something from my sounds on my phone so that I can sound different to Arzan's. All right, can you hear this? Like that, just like a text?
Yeah, nice.
All right.
Nice. All right, so let's remember good quiz etiquette, because last week we had a little bit of debatable answers. I'm not sure if you saw that between Adam Thurston and Jake Michelle. Anyway, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is the famous New Zealand Director General of Health? Arzan.
Dr. Ashley Bloomfield.
Yes, well done.
New Zealander of the year.
Dude, I need something faster than this, all right? I'm changing mine.
You're changing it?
Yeah.
All right, ready? Who is the captain of the Premier Women's team at Eastern Suburbs? Moose.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rebecca Van Dort.
Well done, 1-1.
See you, Bex.
I was about to say Bonnie Jensen.
In my dreams. All right. What year has the 2020 Olympics been postponed to? Arzan.
2021?
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
All right.
Unbelievable.
I'm way too quick.
It's 2-1, isn't it? 2-1. All right. Who was the previous Prime Minister of New Zealand? Moose.
That was me.
Bill English.
Yes, well done. Were you going to say that, Arzan?
No, actually, I had John Key in my head.
All right, it's 2-2. Ready? Who's going to take it out? What two colours make purple? Moose.
Red and blue.
Well done. Champion. Final score 3-2. That was a close one.
Man's got the comeback.
Good work, guys. All right, so we've got a couple of questions to end. Bonnie's burning questions, of course. We're not far from finishing the show tonight. The first Bonnie's burning question I've got for you is, would you rather be a goal scorer or a goal stopper?
Scorer.
Stopper.
Is that because one of you, you're a defender, aren't you, Moose, and you're a striker?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know.
Do you have any cool
defender.
memories of when you perhaps scored an awesome goal or you stopped an awesome goal?
Moose scored a pretty good one. First game for National Youth League against Auckland City. For Auckland City.
Hey. I mean, you know, I was the first person from Eastern Suburbs to get on the score sheet that season, you know, ahead of Arzan.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't know what he's bragging about. You know, I was top scorer for the first game. So
You were playing that one.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Okay, and my second Bonnie's burning question for you is, if you weren't a footballer, what sport would you want to play and be good at?
MMA. I reckon they're in the UFC. I reckon they're prime athletes.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Man just watches Sons' story, just sees style bender all over it.
Bro, the son, you just.
He's a bro, to be fair. What would I play? Probably I'd try do boxing.
Oh yeah.
Similar to Arzan, but just the hands, you know.
Good on you.
Yeah. I give that a go.
Guys. All right, well, folks, that is the Suburbs on Sunday show. That'll do us just nicely for this week. We trust you have enjoyed, and we would love your input or requests for the future, so let us know in the comments down below. Again, thanks to my very special guests, Arzan and Moose. It's been great to have you here tonight, and all of you listening at home. Next week, we have 2 new exciting guests, so make sure you come back next Sunday at 7 p.m, premiering live on Facebook. You don't want to miss it. If you know someone who is keen to come on the show one week, or perhaps you're interested yourself, email me at sundayshow@esafc.org.nz and let me know. All right, I'll hand it over to you guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, guys. Get ready for some more Eastern Suburbs content next week. Thanks for having me, Bonnie.
Thanks for coming on.
Also subscribe to the YouTube, ESAFC TV.
Well done, Arzan. Nailed it. All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. Stay safe. Kia kaha. See you later.